good evening and welcome to our Arab American Variety Talk Show. I'm Suad Asfour. This weekend we are celebrating Mother's Day. Mother's Day is an occasion which is celebrated in various parts of the world to express respect, honor, and love towards mothers. The day is an event to honor the contribution of mothers, acknowledge the efforts of maternal bonds and the role of mothers in our society. Although different countries celebrate the occasion on different dates, we in the United States celebrate Mother's Day every year on the second Sunday of May. I like to start with what Khalil Gibran said about mothers, and I quote, "The most beautiful word on the lips of mankind is the word mothers, and the most beautiful call is the call of my mother. It is a word full of hope and love, a sweet and kind word coming from the depth of the heart. The mother is everything. She is our consolation in sorrow, our hope in misery, and our strength in weakness. She is the source of love, mercy, sympathy, and forgiveness. He who loses his mother loses a pure soul who blesses and guards him constantly." Thank you, Khalil Gibran. And for this occasion, I have a very special lady with us today who had the passion for the art of cooking since she was 5 years old, mastered the art of cooking by her teens, and now she is a mom of 2 loving children. And also, she loves to cook and host people all the time. She is the author of 2 books. The first one called Laleh Table, Persian, Azeri, Turkish Pleasure Cookbook, and the second one called Laleh's Table Recipe for your word from around the world. She also directed and produced online cooking show titled Dance to Eat. Welcome to the show, Laleh, and thank you for coming and being with us on this special occasion.
مرحبا سواد.
مرحبتين.
مرحبا مشاهدين الكرام.
أهلين.
شكرا.
العفو. أهلا أهلا. You surprised me. I didn't even know you speak Arabic. You're surprising me.
أنا سعيدة الوجود. Thank you so much, and
you're very
I'm
welcome.
Very happy to be here, and thank you to our viewers.
You're very welcome. I'd like to start by congratulating you on your new books, the 2 of them.
Thank you so much.
It's very good, and I'm really inspired of what you made and what you created, and I love to hear your success story.
Thank you so much. It's been a long and tedious and very patient, as much I should tell
you have a lot of patience.
I have to have the patience. It's been great experience.
Mm-hmm.
I started, as you know, I started cooking, and since I was a little girl, just tattling along my mom and grandmother's side and learning and experiencing as much as I could from them. And I just figured very early on that cooking was innate in me. It made me happy. I enjoyed every second of it.
Yeah.
It's therapeutic for me.
Yes.
I go into my own world when I'm cooking, when I'm discovering, when I'm creating. It's just a great feeling to have that.
That's a good story.
Yes.
Yeah, Laleh. Tell us more about your childhood. We will get more in details about this.
Absolutely. I grew up here in San Jose. We were fortunate enough to come here when I was a little girl.
Uh-huh.
My family had been living here for over 70 years.
Wow.
So we were, at the turn of the revolution, we were fortunate enough to have someone here in the United States and America whom we could trust and to whom we can, guide us and bring us to live the American dream.
You're right. Land of opportunity.
Land of opportunities, and I feel like I am living the American dream that my uncles provided for us.
Awesome. They came from Iran originally?
Yes.
Okay.
Originally, we came from Iran. And my oldest uncle, my Uncle Jacob, he was the first to come here, and one by one, he brought all of his brothers and sisters and mom.
Yeah.
We just developed ourselves here. They only came here with a shirt on their backs and just a few dollars, you know, in their
Yeah.
pockets, and they were able to create this restaurant empire. They worked
Wow.
together. They bought their first restaurant, and then ongoing, they kept on adding on. And I was 15 years old when I started working at the restaurant.
That's a
and
success
I just
story.
felt like it was my element. I loved it so much. I even
Oh,
helped
wow.
with the managing. So it was from there on, I wanted to go to culinary school, but you know, in my family, in our culture, I already knew how to cook. What was the purpose? It was, you know, you got to be a doctor.
You started
You're a
everything
business-
young.
You got there's no other way. But that didn't stop me. Along the way, I took as many classes as I could, and I just never stopped learning. I read and read and read and discovered and researched.
But
So-
how old were you when your desire for cooking started?
Well, I've been cooking since I was a little girl. I was
And
always cooking.
Did you learn that from your mom, or how?
My mom,
how did
my
you?
grandmother, my aunts, they were my inspiration. They're
Okay.
master chefs.
Wow.
Beautiful.
So your family been in the restaurant businesses?
My family has been in restaurant business for as long as I can remember.
Okay.
I started very young. But for me, when I started my catering business, I was married, now my ex. We were sitting at the mall, and all of a sudden I just decided, you know, I want to build this. I want to have a business of my own.
Why not?
I want to create.
Be what you want to be.
And then the next
It's your
day,
life.
yes, I go, I register the business, and voila, Tulip Laleh Catering was born.
That's nice. That's
And
really nice.
I worked it for almost 15 to 17 years, and it was very successful. I won
You
many
invested
awards.
all your time,
Yeah,
didn't
invested
waste anything.
everything, and I had 2 kids. You
Okay, good, good.
And meanwhile, all that going on, you know, I had my dance classes, and I was teaching and dancing and cooking and
Right.
creating.
So I mentioned that you had the cooking show. It's titled Dance to Eat. Can you tell me more about this show? Or is it still going, or did you stop it?
It's an amateurish. I did this about 15, 20 years ago. It
Oh,
was
okay.
something that I started. It was my passion, but it's very difficult to, you know, have a cooking show doing everything by yourself.
You're very busy.
Hours and hours and hours.
You're just
Yes.
amazing.
Thank you so much. But planning for the future right now, I'm looking for agents. I'm looking for connections to start my cooking show on TV. That's my goal. That's my
Oh,
future.
I
That's
wish
my
you the
love.
best.
Thank you.
Then you can have me as a guest.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You're my guest now, but maybe I'll be your guest in the future. And I think your children are very lucky to have you.
Thank you so much.
I'm very sure they eat healthy.
I'm very lucky to have them, and,
And
they
you
are
cook
my
for them.
biggest and biggest critics. So
Yeah.
they enjoy my food, and I appreciate. Not always, though.
What's the best dish you ever made?
The best dish, my goodness, that's very difficult to say.
Mm-hmm.
I love making fresh food, you know, fresh ingredients, using all kinds of different spices and herbs, just exploring.
Is it
Never
us-
be afraid to, you know, explore and
But
experiment.
it doesn't
in
have
the
to be
kitchen.
Middle Eastern food.
It doesn't have to be.
Okay.
I've my second book. I have over 14 different countries. So from French to
Wow.
Greek to Jewish to Arabic to Asian.
How did you learn all that?
You know, I'm very fortunate from
Uh-huh.
early on to have friends from all different kinds of ethnicities and different
That helps.
countries. I was always a lover of people, music, dance, culture. It's innate in me. That just drives me. It gets me going, and I enjoy that. So I enjoyed their food as well. I would spend time with them in the
Oh,
kitchen
wow.
and learning as much as I could.
So you get to learn their languages as well.
Yes, I'm multilingual. I'm multicultural.
And how many languages you speak?
I speak 5 languages.
Oh,
and I'm
wow.
trying for Arabic next. I'm working.
Okay.
I'm working
Now
on
I
it.
know why you're here today. That's good. That's
Thank you
really
so
good.
much. Thank you.
And I can't wait. Thank you for giving me a gift, one of your books. And I can't wait to try your recipe. However, I always follow you on TikTok too, and I watch
Thank you so much.
I watch some of your recipe, and they're very healthy.
Thank you.
You always pick something healthy.
I try. It's a balance. Eating good food and sometimes just eating the bad. It's okay.
Yeah.
But in moderation, in balance. And when you cook yourself at home and you meal prep for the week, it becomes easy.
You cook for the whole week?
Well, I take 1 day a week, and I go to shopping, I do everything, and I try to cook for the entire week or a month, whatever I could.
You must
to
have
a
big
reserve.
freezer and a refrigerator.
Yeah, well, as you know, us, Iranians, there's a whole different Costco in our garage.
Oh, yeah.
Another refrigerator.
Just like us.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty much.
We're pretty much the same. So
we're
everything's
always
already there.
packing food like if there's going to be an earthquake
Exactly.
or war or something.
So when the COVID hit, we had no what? What do you mean there's
didn't
no
have
food?
to.
We have everything.
You're already prepared.
It's already prepared. So
Okay.
meal prepping is very important for those busy moms and busy dads, busy families. You're running around all day, but at least you have something to come home to, so you don't just run to the fast food to prepare food.
Yeah.
So it becomes easier.
Exactly, and that's why you look healthy and you look good and glowing from eating healthy food, right?
Thank you so much. I
That's
try.
good.
I splurge once in a while, don't get me wrong.
I'm sure now, So your book will be very useful for a lot of people, especially the young generation. And they're all creative nowadays. Everybody, especially, the youth and the teenager, they love to try other foods, I noticed that in the new generation. They're all open-minded for new food. But what advice you give to them for the people who are not cooking yet, but they're learning how to cook?
Well, my book is not geared towards the chefs who already know how to cook. It's a different cookbook. First of all, I talk about the recipe and the history and the channels of distribution and that has gone through to come in to be available in my book.
Yeah.
I talk about, how it's useful to follow the ingredients, follow the directions, and I give tips on how to start. It's not just a cookbook with recipes. There's a lot more information in there that they could use. And I encouraged the first time people who are just stepping into the kitchen. And nowadays, everything is just so fast. Everyone's just moving so, just like TikTok, here's the recipe, boom, boom, boom. Wait a minute, what happened?
Can't keep up.
We can't. You have to slow down. My whole purpose is it's beautiful to be in the kitchen with the family, with the kids. Start cooking your meals and you appreciate it more, because you spent time on that, you made an effort. And also it's much more healthier and less costly. We don't think of it. We go to a restaurant, $400 right there on a dinner. But that $400, you can buy so much and prepare so much and also become healthy.
Healthy
Eat
food.
Healthy.
Yes.
So it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. But my whole idea is to get you in the kitchen and start cooking.
And also, do you think the food brings the family together?
The food has always brought families together, no matter what the occasion. You name it, happy occasion, sad occasion, celebrations, there's always food present. And if you can just provide a little piece of that celebration, it feels good.
Yeah.
The biggest enjoyment I receive is watching people eat my food.
Oh,
and it just gives me so much pleasure.
Yeah, you feel good.
I feel
when
good.
You see somebody's eating and they're enjoying themselves.
Exactly, and that just makes everything translucent. It just brings people together, and it's a celebration.
Well, I'm coming to your house on Thanksgiving.
You are welcome.
I want to try your turkey.
Oh, I would love to have you. Yes.
Good. Because every once in a while, you make recipe and you follow steps of whatever books or websites, but it doesn't come out the way you want.
Exactly.
But the way you're talking and the way your books looks, it's really appetizing. It's like it's interesting.
Thank you.
It's really interesting, and you have a lot of pictures. You take pictures of all the food before and after, and
I
all
put
these
them
steps.
together. I took the pictures, and it was very challenging at points where I look at the picture of, I'm already done. I took the pictures, everything put away, and I noticed, oops, I forgot to put one thing, and then I have to start all over again, making everything again just to have that little thing on there.
Yeah.
But as you can see on the pictures, they're not too sophisticated. I try to make it so that a home cook, person who's just starting to
Yeah.
cook, they don't get discouraged. They're like, you know what, I could do this. I could make it. I could, have something like this.
I think just by looking at the front cover, it's inspiring.
Thank you so much.
Believe me.
Thank
This one too.
Thank
So which
you.
one was the first one?
This one was my first book.
And this is the second.
That's my second, and then my third one's on the way.
All right.
Yes, yes.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Maybe. Okay, so today you're gonna tell us what you're gonna sample us.
Well, since there's no kitchen, we have such
Yeah, we
a
don't have
short
kitchen.
amount of time.
I apologize.
I couldn't do, something very drastic and difficult.
Something
And something
simple.
simple as batata hara. These are the Lebanese spiced potatoes.
Hara, yeah.
Hara. And my purpose for doing that is just to give you a little taste of the different spices in Arabic cuisine.
Yeah.
And second, I'm doing it's called gorabiye. These are the almond.
غريبة.
Gorabiye, we say.
Oh, you say غريبة.
Yes, these are.
in Palestinian we say,
Yeah,
in Palestine we
yeah.
say غريبة.
Arayban.
So you got it some today.
Yes,
Oh
I have
my
some today.
God.
We're gonna see it and taste
Okay.
it, and I get to show how
I
it's
think
done.
we're ready to look at it
Let's do it.
and
Yes.
sample it at the end.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna break my keto today
You know
because
what?
I do want to
There's
try the
always
غريبة.
It's always a good time to try different meals and different
Oh,
things.
and here's our helper here.
Yes.
Thank you, Delilah, for your help.
All right, I'm just gonna move the mic over. Okay, so first things first. You want to, when you're cooking, have your ingredients all prepared. So
Yes.
mise en place, you're ready to cook, so there's no surprise. Patata hara.
Batata hara.
I've already chopped the potatoes.
And
so you
are
just
these
wanna-
the colorful potatoes?
It
could be any batata.
It could be anything, but I love using
The
potato
small ones.
medley and small ones because they're more easy to work with and tastier and creamier. So to this, the spices, I have them all together. I have paprika, I have cumin, salt, pepper, turmeric, and garlic powder. So that goes in. So we add that, so simple. And we're gonna put some olive oil.
All right.
I only use
Olive oil.
I don't use
Virgin
any-
olive oil.
Yes.
So you mix it with the potato before you cook it.
Yes, you put it in there, and then we're gonna mix that together. Very simple with the spices.
Yes.
I can show you right there. So easy, right?
That's
So
very easy.
That goes in a baking sheet in 420 to 25 degree oven for about 30 minutes. And what you want to do, you want to mix and
Move it.
halfway through,
Okay.
just it gets
Just
crispy on
flip
all
it
sides.
a couple of times.
So after it comes out, it looks like this.
Oh,
So
wow.
when it comes out, I've roasted garlic, or you can brown garlic. I love garlic.
Fresh garlic.
Yes, fresh garlic, and I have fresh parsley and lemon zest and lemon juice. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna add that on top
Just for decoration.
after it's done, and the taste is amazing. So there you go.
On top. And can you also sprinkle some paprika on top?
You could sprinkle whatever you like. This is the time to
Awesome.
experiment. Make it your own. Have fun.
Yeah.
So
whatever you like.
Whatever you like. That's what I always say. So the second one we're gonna make the almond cookies.
Oh, we got some eggs.
We got some eggs. I should have done that before, but anyway, here we go. We're trying to get the music going right now because we like to have the music, right?
I know.
All right. Okay, what we're gonna do, use 3 eggs, 3 egg whites. These are gluten-free, cholesterol-free almond cookies. So we take the egg whites. I had a cup for that, but okay. All right. So cracking eggs, sometimes people get discouraged or they're so afraid to do this. Practice makes perfect, right?
Yes.
Keep on practicing, and there we go. So we got that. What we're gonna do, we're gonna mix this. Whisk it a little bit. We don't want it too much because we don't want to create a meringue. Meringue means that the cookie gets really crispy. We're gonna add 1 cup and a quarter of sugar to this.
Wow.
We're gonna mix it together.
Can this
until-
sugar be replaced with any other sugar, or it has to be white regular sugar?
White is
Like keto sugar.
preferable. Keto sugar, I don't know. You know,
I'm just joking.
when you're gonna eat a cookie, you want to eat a cookie, right?
I'm just joking.
So as it gets in this consistency,
Ooh.
yes, we're gonna add some
Vanilla.
almond extract. Remember, you guys, almond extract is quite potent, so you don't want to use a lot. Good vanilla. That's
Gives it-
another trick. A teaspoon of good vanilla. And you just mix this together. Make sure it's nicely mixed. Now next, we're gonna add 2 cups of almond flour.
Ah, that's almond flour.
Yes.
Great.
Yes, and we're just gonna fold it in. Yeah, these cookies are
That's 2 cups.
cholesterol free, and yeah, they're gluten free as well. So you just mix it together. After it's mixed, we're gonna put it in a pastry bag, or you can just use a Ziploc bag, not this one, but you know, clean one. And you twist it, and then you just pipe it onto a baking sheet and put some pistachios on top, and this is the result.
So you
That's
put the
what you
pistachio
add.
before you bake it.
Before you bake it, because you don't want it, you know, coming off of them. You just press it down, and well, these are the results.
Excellent.
And it's
Awesome.
You can have one later, but you're
I will.
gluten-free.
I will have one regardless. And I'm sure the producer wanna try it too, all the
Absolutely,
camera
absolutely.
people. So we'll have this. Now what are you gonna do with this?
Well, this is gonna go home and get baked.
Okay.
So you just mix it, you folding it in, and the good thing about these cookies, they're very simple to make, but it takes practice.
Yeah.
So practice makes perfect. Sometimes they're very codependent. You have to keep an eye on them. You have
Yeah.
to watch them, and it sometimes the consistency is different, or the moisture in the almond flour are different.
Oh, yeah,
So,
than the regular flour.
Yes, yes.
I noticed that.
Yes, yes. So just like I said,
You don't add
experiment.
any baking soda or anything?
Nothing. This is all pure
And they came out
almond
like
flour.
that.
Yes.
Wow, they look amazing.
Thank
Very
you so much.
professional.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
We're gonna ask our helper now to, I guess, remove that. And you can keep this with you.
okay.
Thank
My
you.
beautiful helper.
Thank you. We'll try some of this after the show.
Yes.
I'll probably eat half of those.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Oops, I need a napkin, but it's okay. I was gonna get you some napkin.
Oh no, I'm good. Thank you.
I have one right here.
Thank you so much.
All right, so the rest of the day, you eat 3 meals a day. I mean, since you are in fitness and health and you have a busy life schedule, you eat 3 meals a day?
Actually, I'm the person who has tried every single diet on the planet. I've learned that diets don't work. There's no such thing as a diet. You diet for what? 1 week, 2 weeks, and then what?
You fall back on
and
your
then
bad
what?
habits.
Yeah, everything comes back. So it has to be a lifestyle. What I found, fasting has worked really well for me.
Fasting, as in intermittent fasting or
Intermittent fasting.
intermittent fasting?
I think if you do it the way that your body's asking you, you just have to listen to your body. I usually do a 16, 18 hour.
Oh, that's
And-
good.
Yes, and my first meals are usually protein.
In the
I
morning?
have in the-
Or when you break the
whenever-
fast?
Whenever time.
Okay,
yeah.
whenever you break the fast.
Exactly. So start with the protein, you break the fast with protein. I try not to snack. I try not to eat too many sugars and, all fatty foods. So my evening meal consists of the carbs with the vegetables and the protein, because you got to last the entire 18 hours. It's done wonders for me, and I love it. I feel healthier. I feel lighter. I feel more focused.
Yeah.
So you choose. You have to try. Everyone has to try different things and see what works for their body.
Yeah.
But the basic tool is to just do everything in moderation.
Right.
I
Eat
don't-
everything, but in moderation.
I don't skimp on, indulgence. this is my life, and food is my life, and I'm going to enjoy it.
Of course.
But I don't overdo it. So there's a balance. For example, take one day a week and just make that day your indulgence day.
Oh, you give yourself a break one day a week.
So you don't starve yourself.
And you don't feel like you're missing out on something, and then you'll splurge.
You don't want to deprive yourself of these foods, because then what's going to happen? You're going to get back and
fall back
to your fall back, and it doesn't
and gain
work.
it all back.
Exactly. So just being consistent and having these. If you want a cookie, have a cookie. If you want to eat a burger, have one. I mean, who says that you don't need to do this? No, but be mindful. You know, create a program for yourself that is for your life. It's not just for 1 week or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And
it's a lifetime commitment.
It's a life commitment, and
definitely.
And then it doesn't become like a stressful thing for you that you're always thinking of. It just becomes a natural part and
way of life.
Of a way of life.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to do.
And what's the best food that gives you energy?
Well, in workouts, if you're working out, the best is
I understand you. You also
exactly
the nuts,
dates, peanut butter. You know, these are the things foods that you want to eat before working out or after working out. Protein is really go-to, but again, excess of anything is not good. Excess of protein is not good.
Not to eat
sugar is not good.
Yeah, not to eat too much of anything.
Too much of any, even too much of happiness is not good.
We gotta appreciate it.
Makes sense,
well, everything needs balance in life.
Everything needs balance.
Unfortunately, we are running out of time. We love to hear you more and more, and you're a very interesting person. Congratulations on your success and your 2 books, and I'm looking forward to see the 3rd book.
Thank you so much.
I want to thank you so much for coming.
Appreciate it.
And for all the time you took with us, and good luck to you always.
Please follow me on Laleh's Table.
Yeah. If you want to learn a new recipe, Middle Eastern recipe, Turkish,
anything all around
Lebanese,
the world.
Arabic, this is all here. If you like Middle Eastern food, get the book. Thank you for watching us, and we'll see you again next week. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.